Very much
Okay, good evening. I'd like to welcome you to the Capstone Project. My name is Mark Eastop, I'm head of the Technology Department, and by extension then Project Lead the Way. I'd like to welcome our presenters. Take a deep breath, relax. There you go. Okay, welcome parents. There's obviously a lot of parents. I believe there were even some incoming 9th grade parents that were planning to attend. And I don't know. Okay, good. We have at least a few, so we're excited about that. Our principal, Ms. Levine, extends her warm welcome. She's unable to be here tonight because tonight is a job fair that we need to hire good teachers for next year, so administration is there. Ms. Bradshaw is with us. We'd like to welcome her as well. I'd like to say a warm welcome to our judges as well, and you'll be introducing them later. And the only other item that I would want to bring up now is to simply say, those of you who are interested in being part of making Project Lead the Way a success in the future, we'll be having an advisory board organizational meeting on May 9th, yeah, May 9th from 3 to 4. I know that's not the best time for all of you, but you can contact me. I'd be happy to let you know the details about that. Without further ado, I'd like to thank the judges. I'd like to thank Ms. Levine for her support for the program, which has been great, and for the parents that have come out recently and shown their support. And lastly, I'd like to thank Ms. Maloney for her hard work to get things going.
Okay, tonight we have 8 seniors and 12 juniors presenting a project they've worked on the entire year. I want to stress this, that whether their project actually works and accomplishes what they set out to do is not the important part. It is not what the judges are actually evaluating. This was a process. They started back in September and came up with some problem that bothers them that they wanted to remedy. They took a long time to justify that they might think it's a problem, but do other people think it's a problem, and is it worth trying to solve? So that took a long time, and you'll see that within their presentations. Once they do that, they check other solutions on the market, current past solutions, do patent searches, and when they feel that they really have something that should be a problem that should be solved, they go ahead and start some drawings. Some initial drawings, they look at everyone's drawings together, they figure out the best solution through a design matrix, and until that's done, they don't start actually building and testing and revising. So it's a long process, and that's the part I want everyone to focus on. Tonight, what's going to happen is every group will present. The judges have rubrics that they've got certain things that they're checking off. When the group is done, the judges will have some time to ask questions. They're not going to interrupt the groups just so we can keep things going. And then they'll write down a few things while the next group comes up and gets ready to present. I have to say, this is going to be a little bit of a long night. So I'm just kind of preparing you. I asked the students to please keep their presentations within 7 to 10 minutes, and 7 minutes ain't happening. I had to push them, and it's hard because they have so much to tell you, and I know you're going to be impressed. I'm very impressed with what these kids did this year. So we're going to start with our first group. I think that's all I have to say. Okay. Oh my gosh, the judges. Oh, sorry. These guys came 2 years like with the first time this class ran. And a couple of the guys I know, a couple I found through some friends, and they were wonderful. And so like 4 or 5 weeks ago, I emailed them all again and said, hey guys, I think you might be available April 14th. And their responses weren't just yes, it was like, oh, I can't wait. I want to see what the kids did this year. It was very heartwarming to see how they responded. So really thank them. I have Peter Carr, Kurt Allen, Constantine Grincius, and Jared Goodfriend. You know, say hi to them afterwards. Oh, Ms. Barnes made this cake. This unbelievable cake that we're going to eat at the end. So, guys, all right. Thank you very much to help celebrate the seniors who've been through 4 years of Project Lead the Way. Okay? You guys ready?
Hi, I'm Yoshio Fujimoto.
I'm Nicole Huffer.
And I'm Zach Greenwald.
And our project is Project Lead the Way.
Alright, so the problem is that many people are straining their eyes every day to try to type in the dark. And people choose to turn off their lights because it saves energy and is healthier for their eyes.
There are many products out there that perform the same function as ours, but there are downsides to each of them. The lightable keyboard, it's difficult to see the letters that you're typing, and some lights are very small and it doesn't cover the whole keyboard.
So our solution was to create an attachable light source that was healthier light than incandescent lights and halogen lights that you could use to light your keyboard when it's in the dark.
Okay, so out of the 50 students and teachers that we surveyed, 90% of people that we surveyed said that they use a keyboard in the dark, and 75% that they have trouble seeing the keyboard, and 60% said that they would buy a product that would eliminate the keyboard.
For our first justification, we did it on halogen lights. So halogen lights are very harsh on people's eyes. It's preferable to use natural lighting, but at nighttime you can't. So you can either, the best alternative is to use white tube lights or LEDs. We chose LEDs for our project.
Our second justification was about glare. You can get glare from a lot of places, from ceiling lights and task lights and even the computer itself. So this project will help to reduce glare that comes off the computer. Yeah, between, yeah, it comes off the computer.
Working under fluorescent and incandescent lights can be straining on the eyes, but by turning the lights off, it will obscure the keyboard and it will end up in decreasing productivity.
So the contrast between the person's work environment and the computer screen, especially in a dark environment, is very straining on a person's eyes. So we hope to reduce the contrast by lighting the keyboard.
So during our pilot search, we found a lot of products, and we saw the pictures earlier. There's lightable keyboards and attachable lights, but there's nothing that was particularly like ours, so we decided to pursue our project.
In our designs, we always incorporated visual appeal, efficiency, low cost, and reliability.
So the materials that we used for our project, the lighting bar is made out of ceramic casing we got from a 3D printer at Watkins Mill. The base is wood. We used 5mm LED lights and also wires and resistors and a MISP board.
So these are our top 3 designs. They're both by Yoshi and Nicole. This one is Yoshi's first drawing, and it looks a lot like our final project. The difference is this has 4 different sections and has 12 lights total. Also, it clips to the back of the keyboard, and this one, if you can see, it actually sits below the keyboard. Nicole's second drawing incorporates the bottom of it, but it has 2 bars coming up with lights coming from the sides, and we decided not to pursue that because your hands could go out and hit it. Our third drawing incorporated Yoshi's clip-on idea, but it hung over the keyboard, and so we thought that was a bad idea because it would inhibit you from seeing some of the letters, and also your hands could hit it too.
This is our design matrix that we use to determine which products to use.